guys, it's Barky the Bootleg Knitter. As you can see outside, it is a snowy day here in Pennsylvania. I'm going to come over here where you can see me better. Yeah, I have a gun on my wall. It does not work. It's antique. We took the pin out. It's very old. So anyway, how you doing today? So as the Bootleg Knitter, I not only knit, but I do a number of fiber arts. And if you had been watching my videos, you saw that I'm working on socks. I have to finish the final video, which I'll do later on today. Here's one of my big socks from my big friend. And one of the ways I figure out the gauge on socks is I use crochet. So if you go back to my making sock without a pattern, video number 1, it'll talk about how you use crochet to get the gauge for your sock, how many stitches you need to knit. Well, I do the same thing when I do hats. It's just a cute little hat I just finished. There we go. And this first row is a crochet chain I chained around my head. Figured out how many stitches there were. I don't do a loose chain, I don't do a tight chain. I do just like the medium-sized chain that's perfect for that size yarn. So if you have fat yarn, you're gonna use a bigger chain, a bigger crochet hook, okay? And then this is 4, 12, 24. That's how I did my, my sequence. And at the top, I did the decrease. Let me open it up a little bit, you can see it better. So I blocked it so it's still a little wet. So you see the decrease, it kind of goes around. There's little squares, there's a square, there's a square, there's a square, and there's a square. And at the very top, because I began with crochet, I decided to end with crochet. So I picked up my knit stitches and then did, I think it was 3 rounds of decrease to get to the center of the hat. So this is hand spun. It's hard to see the color. Truly on camera, are the colors coming up okay? But what you don't see as much is there's all sparkles all throughout this fiber. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I have a really funny story about this fiber. So I was spinning this fiber during the summertime, and we were going to a local baseball game. You know, is it double A? I think it's double, excuse me, pickle, double A ball. And I was spinning. So we get to the game, and my husband like looks at his pants, and he's got some of the fluff. You know, spinners know there's fluff everywhere. So there's some of the fluff on his pants. He's like, "What is this?" And he throws it up in the air. Well, it was a little windy, and the wind literally took it. It swirled like 2 or 3 times, and there was like, so it was me, my husband, and then right here, right behind him was a lady that was a little endowed, and her shirt came a little low. And don't you know, that piece of fluff went around and around and right down between her boobs. Oh my God, I was cracking up laughing. Because then she's like, "What is this?" And he's like, "It's all her fault, it's all her fault." So then I had to explain to her, "Listen, I was spinning today, I got on my husband's pants and he threw it up in the air and it just happened to go down your shirt. So it's nothing that's gonna hurt you, it's clean, I apologize." It was so funny. Oh my God, hilarious. All right, so the sweater I'm wearing now, it's getting a little pilly because it's alpaca. I need to use my cleaner and get the pillows off, but so when my dad was, he passed away from cancer a number of years ago, and when he was going through the chemo and everything, he was freezing, so I made him this sweater. It's just a simple sweater. He was a big man, so it's big on me, but I don't care. So when he passed away, I took it back, and it's my hug from my dad. It's one of the patterns on the, was it Garnet Studio Drops Crochet Knitting? It's that website. It's one of their free patterns. And it was so easy, it knit up so fast because it's alpaca, chunky. So, and then I think I knit it in like a week and it was done. So what I'm doing here now is I'm sitting at my loom and I am warping my loom. So I warp from front to back. I have my fiber right here tied onto the front beam, and it's got my crochet chain here, crochet the fiber to keep it organized and neat. And then I actually have you leaned up against the dent. So let me turn this around, going slow so I don't make you dizzy. So this is called the dent. It's metal, so all the fibers first go through here. So again, I'm going front to back, and there's different ways to do this. Once all my fibers are through, you see, these are heddles. So here's heddle 1, here's heddle 2, here's heddle 3, and here's heddle 4. So then once I'm finished going through here, I will put these through here in a certain order. And the order that you put these through, that is what makes your pattern. So, all right, it's really hard to see because I printed it in pink, and it's really gonna be blue and white. If you could see, they're snowflakes. So in the picture, the snowflakes are kind of pinkish. I'm doing white snowflakes on a blue background. So that's what I'm doing right now. So let me turn around. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing on this. Sorry, I dropped you, and I do not edit, so you're going to see that in the video, which is fine. I apologize. This is real life, absolutely 100% real life. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing on this snowy day. Everything was canceled. My mom was supposed to go work out this morning. That was canceled. She's supposed to have piano this afternoon. She does piano 1 day a week, which is great for her. She loves it. She was just playing Camptown races in there before. So while I'm talking, I'm going to be putting these strings through the dent so that I can then put them through the heddles. Yeah, so this sometimes, I swear this prep sometimes takes as long as it does to weave. So that's why sometimes people will put like 2 or 3 weaving projects on the loom at one time, as long as they're all the same weaving style. You know, if they're gonna do tea towels, they'll do a set style of tea towels, and they'll put enough to do, I don't know, a whole bunch on there. And that way, let me move you over a little bit, sorry guys. And that way they can do a whole bunch. But I actually my mind just goes. So I'm like, once I'm done one thing, I'm like, all right, what's next? What's next? And I want to do something different. And this is only the second time I'm weaving my loom by myself from start to finish. My girlfriend did it last time. I'm just going to unwind this yarn a little bit so it's less twisty later on. All right. Yarn is like electrical cords, Christmas lights, hangers. If it's going to get twisted, it's going to get twisted. All right, so that's what I'm doing here, hanging out. I did a lot of spinning today too. Maybe I'll take you over to my wheels and show you what I've been spinning. Let me put this last one through and maybe I'll do that. Excuse me, here we go. All right, so we're gonna take a little walk. Let me lay that hat out so it's still flat, so it blocks nice. So we're gonna go over, so here's Casey. Hi, Case. Here's Annie. Hi, Annie. And I think Oni is in my bedroom, so you don't get to see Oni right now. Sorry about that. So I have 2 spinning wheels out right now. I'm gonna come over here. This is my Kromsky spinning wheel. I call it Special K. And I'm spinning, this is Tunis. Excuse me, so here it is. I sent it to the mill, it's okay. It's a little dry and pilly. So I've been pulling, pills out of it because I don't like pilly yarn. So I put some like lotion on my hands before I do it. It's like, so when we do farm show and so forth, we're dealing with a raw fiber that has all that nylon in it. So then I go to this and it's like, it's just been stripped and it feels so dry. So I'm not a huge fan of it, but it'll work. I'll apply it with something, it'll be fine. So here, so you can see how it's a little fuzzy, a little lumpy. And that's not my spinning, that's just the fiber. It's not the best, but it'll be okay. Now, coming to some amazing fiber. Let me show you the fiber first. I bought this weekend. I'm sorry, last week, not last week. And it was during last week, during farm show. Sorry, my head. And this is from Gertie Run Woolen Mill. Yes, Gertie Run, GURDYRUN.com. And it is alpaca. Oh, look, you can see the gold. See the gold sparkles? Oh my God, it's absolutely amazing. And let me come over here. I'm spinning this on my Daedalus e-spinner. So there's that. And you look how nice that is. Let me get over here, see how nice that is. So this is spinning up absolutely lovely, nice and thin and even. I'm probably, let me come up slowly. I think I have some BFL that's naturally dark brown in my fiber room. So I think I'm going to spin that because alpaca is weak. Alpaca is not a strong fiber. The Border Leicester is a much stronger fiber, but alpaca is so soft. So I think if I mix the alpaca you know, finish spinning that as a single, and then I'll spin the Border Leicester, or the, sorry, the BFL. It's BFL. I have Border Leicester and BFL. Maybe I'll do a 3-ply. We'll see. Well, if I add that in, it's a much stronger fiber. And then maybe I'll do some socks out of it. Because, yeah, nice, soft, but warm pair of socks, but strong. Yeah. So you see this is one of the shawls that we did last year for Sheep to Shawl. I love the tribal look to it. It's Hawaiian. This is like a tiki look, and it's the colors of the Hawaiian volcanoes. You have the ash and the magma and the flames. Yeah, so that's what that represents. And the gray too is like not only the ash, but the steam. When it hits the water, it goes psh, and it makes all that beautiful steam. So that's what I'm up to today. And yeah, so I was supposed to have hip surgery tomorrow, but I ended up having, I broke a tooth, and when I went in, there was a problem with the cap that was down here as well. And I had to take the cap and the tooth out. That was yesterday, so I might still be a little swollen. I feel okay today. I have not taken any Advil. I'm a little tired, but I feel okay. Slept pretty good. Yeah, and then I have to let that heal, and then I'll probably do an implant to fill that gap. So it's a good thing that tooth broke, because if I had that without knowing about it, and I had surgery, that could be really bad. You can get a major infection. So I'm probably going to do my hip replacement surgery April or May. I've cut back a lot on my workouts. I mean, I still go to the gym, I still work out, but I don't do the heavy weights I did before, and my hip is actually feeling a lot better. So I'm still gonna bike, I'm still gonna do some, some deadlifts, some squats, but I'm gonna keep the weights much, much lower, mostly body weight stuff. And hopefully, I can get through to April or May, and I can finally have my hip done. And then after my hip's done, then I'll get the implant back here. So yeah, that's been my fun time this week. Saturday and Sunday, though, I had a blast. I did a fiber dyeing class, and it was all natural. Oh, why should we get the fiber here? We're gonna walk over here in my house. Let me go get it. I have it all in a bag. I already stapled it, but that's okay. I'll just re-staple it. Here we go. So this says, natural dye class yarns. So we dyed with indigo, and we did it like totally natural using we made a date slurry and something called talc. And then we used, it's gonna be noisy, sorry. And we used weld, which is a plant. And we used cochineal, which is a beetle. Yes, dried beetles. So this is the weld. Look how beautiful it is. It's a little messy, but that's okay, because I'm going to reskein these eventually. That was the weld. This is the indigo. Look at that pretty color. It's actually a little lighter. It showed up a little bright on camera. And then the cochineal. Hang on, where's that one? Where's my red one? Not that one. Is that it? That's my cochineal. No, I lied. That's my cochineal. Think of the red coats. That's what they used for their jackets back in the butter churning days. And then all the other colors, what we did is after we dyed the yarn, like this one was, see how it's, hang on. They were dyed, this was dyed indigo, and then it was dipped in the cochineal. This was dyed cochineal and then dipped in the weld. This was dyed cochineal and then dipped in the, sorry, that was dyed weld, dipped in the cochineal. This was dyed, I forget. Oh, this was dyed with the cochineal and dipped into the indigo. And then we have our greens. Oh my God, look how beautiful. So I got all these 9 different colors. 9 different colors, look at them all. Oh my gosh, so many beautiful colors. So many beautiful colors. So we got all these 9 different colors, all from 3 dye pots by over dyeing, and they were all natural. But it was all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Then yesterday morning I had the dentist. So yeah, I realized how much snow we were gonna get, and I'm like, I am just staying home today. But I did come home and I made a big pot of chicken soup yesterday. Oh, I dyed some more yarn. Jill, let me show the yarn I dyed. So here we go. I finished the socks, I finished the hat. So, you stay there? Okay, cool. So this is Romney. It's local Romney that I took to the mill, and they made beautiful DK yarn out of it. And then I dyed this with an acid dye. Now I twisted it, so see how it's a little lighter in spots? I did that on purpose because I wanted kind of a denim look. So this is going to be the blue snowflakes against the cream color yarn on that weaving project. And then I had some more, and I'm like, I just want to do a dark blue. So I did a navy blue. And I have more in my oven. Yes, I'm baking it in the oven. So I put it at like 170 for about 2 hours. I made sure that there's plenty of water in there. It's water, vinegar, and acid dye. And it's hard to see, but there it is in the oven. So this is alpaca and Corriedale. Let me pull it out and I'll show you. If I can get this out without spilling it. Oh my gosh, here we go. Nice and easy, nice and easy. All right, so this is dark navy. And it's pretty dark. I'm going to use a stick because I don't want my hands to be boiled. And I put a lot of dye in. I didn't really want it this dark to begin with. Whoops. But here we go. It's almost black. It's so dark navy, it's almost black. I'm sure some of that's gonna rinse out. Some is definitely gonna rinse out. A way to check it is like you take a paper towel, squeeze the excess out of it. It actually looks kind of purple. And it might has a little blue tint to it too. That's the alpaca. So the white looks blue and the alpaca, I don't have good lighting in here right now, but it's pretty dark. I really didn't want it this dark, but oh well, it is. It looks like Swamp Monster, right? I'm gonna take that downstairs and I'm gonna rinse it out. Yeah. It's okay. I really wanted a lighter blue, so I was gonna use this for something, but I think I'm gonna use that for something else. And I'm gonna have to respin some Corriedale because I want to make something for a friend who has some Corriedale sheep, and he let us use his sheep for farm show, and he didn't charge us anything. So I'm gonna have to respin some new yarn to make him what I want to make him, as a thank you for letting us use his Corriedale sheep for farm show. So that's what I've been up to. I mean, pretty crazy busy week. I had Gorepalooza Tuesday, farm show Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday classes, and then yesterday, torture. So yeah, I'm gonna do the last video later on, how to finish off your sock. And I apologize for dropping you over there. And like I said, I don't edit. This is me, no makeup. I did brush my hair this morning. I took a shower and brushed my hair. This is me, this is it, real life. So I'm gonna sit in front of my fire now, and actually I'm gonna finish warping that loom. I'm gonna sit in front of the fire and finish the one sock that I'm doing and do the last sock video. Okay, so y'all have a nice day.